If you got a LEGO Technic or Expert Builder set in the late 70s or early 80s, you might have gotten an instruction book for the model which included a few smaller practice models on the first few pages. When I was a kid, I was intrigued by this primitive 2-speed manual transmission. I thought it'd be fun to recreate this model if I could gather enough pieces to do so, and I found I could order everything I needed directly from the LEGO website. I couldn't get 1x4 classic or quote bright blue bricks without some sort of print on them, in this case some kind of yellow stripe. The order came in 2 bags as some pieces were shipped sooner than others. I had a difficult time finding all the right pieces of all the same color. Either blue or yellow were the original target color, but I had to get creative and I couldn't find exact matches for either color. I found that I could get closest to having correct pieces if I went with the newer yellow-green color. The hardest piece to get a color match for were the 4x12 flats which form the base. Yellow and red weren't available. Strangely, yellow-green was. The original T connectors are not available, being replaced by this much stronger version. Parts for each transmission were about $7 total, so I convinced myself to get blue, yellow, yellow-green, and just because I could, red also. I'll start with the blue transmission, which is the original color from the book. Everything spins so smoothly. I suspect the tolerances and quality have improved over the years, and these light tan axle pins spin a lot better than the gray ones from the early 80s. It's at this point I realize I didn't order any 8-length axles. And the low resolution of the available web image and the relative difficulty of locating all the needed parts on the LEGO website combined to ensure I'd make at least one ordering mistake. I grabbed 4 8-length axles from my private stock of spare parts. I also found a few more original hand wheels to use in place of these smaller 6-hole wheels. It's not quite done, but all the gears and axles are in place, and it runs very smoothly. I'm very pleased. I knew I could get it to run just fine, but I was surprised at how freely all the axles turn. The gear ratios on this are 3:1 for second gear and a whopping 27:1 for first gear. I didn't think too hard about how to do it, but I'm pretty sure it would have been easy to achieve more realistic gear ratios. Then again, maybe this is for a tractor and not a race car. Next is yellow, which, given that my original collection as a child was dominated by yellow bricks, it's likely I made a yellow version of this transmission. Unfortunately, I could not get 1x4 yellow bricks either, but 1x4 Technic beam bricks were strangely available, so I just got all those. With one built as a template to go from, I was able to quickly assemble the next 3 color versions. Shifting gears proved a bit problematic. They don't change gears easily. I found out the new 8-tooth gears are molded such that the cut for the teeth extends the entire length of the gear, even though the middle is still raised. The original gears only engage their teeth at this middle raised portion, which proves to be necessary for this sliding gear mechanism to have room to slip through without interference. The 6-hole wheels were available in the early 80s, but only in gray. They're still available, and in fun yellow and the new yellow-green. Red is next, as you see. This was more of a why not color. I was able to get enough pieces in this color to make it work, so why not? Finally, yellow-green or lime. I didn't like this color at all, but it was the only one I could get all the pieces for in that color without reverting to a black base or 1x4 bricks with decals or holes. The only exception on this one was the 2x4 plate with 3 holes was not available in this color, so none of these is a perfect representation of the original model. When picking parts, I groaned at this ugly yellow-green as I realized it was the only one I could make faithfully with parts in homogeneous color. As sometimes happens, I grew to appreciate and actually love this color. It's bright and makes it easy to see the moving parts in contrast. It's definitely one that an agricultural manufacturer might use as a distinctive color on their equipment. Here are the 4 transmissions in their various colors, which will make a nice display. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your help as I build up this channel.